This is the Mudball Podcast, your source for the latest in golf news. I'm your host, Jake Sellers. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in today. This has been quite a wild year for the world of professional golf, with the emergence of the LIV Golf Tour and some of the biggest players in the world leaving the PGA Tour. It's left many golf fans confused as to what the future of the sport will look like, myself included in that. And if you didn't know, LIV Golf is a new league owned by the Saudi Arabian Wealth Fund, with their CEO being Greg Norman, who is an ex-PGA Tour pro and probably one of the best to ever play the game, in my opinion. So despite there being, many critics of the new league, Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus, who are probably regarded as the two best to ever play the game, they're not buying into this league at all. But despite that, they do have some reputable names behind them. Some of the most significant being involved with LIV are Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson. Back in early August, Mickelson, DeChambeau, and 9 other players filed an antitrust suit against the PGA. These are players on the LIV Tour, and this was because the PGA had suspended the players that left from playing in PGA-sponsored tournaments. Mickelson is no longer in this case. He feels that LIV will adequately represent his rights as well as the other players, and he just no longer feels it necessary to be in these hearings. Bryson is still a part of these hearings, but he's also very concerned with the official World Golf's rankings recognition of LIV Golf's players in their tournaments.
They're delaying the inevitable. We've hit every mark in their criteria. So for us not to get points is kind of crazy with having the top, at least I believe, we have the top players in the world.
Now, obviously, the official World Golf rankings are super important to professional players, but I think it's important to understand, and it can be hard when it means, your ranking, that it's a new league and there's obviously going to be some complications, and I think that's what's happening, and I think give it a year or two, we'll see your rankings go back to where they should be. That's going to do it for the Mudball Podcast today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.